It's cold, it's dark, it's often raining, at least here in the UK. For many runners, the winter poses to be the toughest season to train and to keep our fitness levels up, with the harsh elements making it even more tempting to just stay on the couch or in bed. My name's Scott, an avid runner, and in this video I'm going to be going over the key tips and advice to get you through this season, to keep you fit and ready for any races you will have from spring onwards. Some of these tips may be obvious to most, but it is important to reinforce them nonetheless, while other tips may just surprise you and give you some takeaway points. Let's start with the most important advice of them all I can give you, and that is visibility. So what can you do to keep visible? Number one, and most obvious, is to wear reflective or fluorescent gear when running in the dark. Bright colours such as orange and green are going to help you stand out. Here I am in the dark with no bright colours on, about 5 metres away. Do you see me? Here I am again in the same spot with fluorescent gear on. While fluorescent gear is a big improvement to dark clothing, it's good to have some reflective in there as well. A driver often only has a few seconds to react, so giving them any extra time in seeing you is going to help massively when the headlights shine on you. Apart from being seen, you're also going to need to see where you're going. And that's where you're going to need a light outside of daylight hours. Head torches and body lights work just fine. Personally, I do prefer the body lights as they don't leave a mark on your head and build up sweat on your forehead like head torches do, but experiment and use what's best for you. Another tip is to try and run during daylight hours. However, at peak winter solstice, meaning sunrise is not till 8 AM and sunset around 4 PM, makes this very difficult if you do work a 9 to 5, let's say. Still, if you have any free time in this window, or perhaps on weekends, try and plan your day so you're running in these daylight hours. You can also aim to do your longer run sessions during this time, if possible. Make the most of those daylight hours. And if daylight hours are hard to come by, which they are for me during this time of year, one tip I've learned is to plan your route on well-lit streets and areas to make your life easier. Finally, if running during the dark seems daunting, you can always run with a friend or with a running club. You're more likely to be visible to drivers in a group, and often the run leader should be ensuring the route ahead is safe. Apart from keeping visible, you're also going to want to keep yourself at the right warmth as the temperature drops. The issue for many runners is that when you start off on your run, it can feel very cold, and halfway through your run, you start to overheat as your body temperature rises. The key here is to wear layers. Items such as gloves, hats, headbands, overlay tops can all keep you warm to begin with and easily removed if needed during the run to maintain an ideal temperature. One other tip I can give you to help you not feel so cold when you first begin is to warm up indoors before you set off. A few dynamic stretches can easily be done. Here I've got some footage of a video I recorded earlier in the year just to give you a few ideas, but feel free to check it out for more info. The last section is cross training. In the winter, it's perfectly okay to drop back your miles a bit and pick up on other fitness activities. All the best athletes do this as well, so don't feel guilty at all. When the conditions are so bad outside, or you just fancy an evening off from getting cold and wet, there are plenty of alternative things you can do to keep yourself fit and benefit your running at the same time. First is a home workout. It can be as simple as using your body weight to improve strength, yoga or Pilates to improve your balance or flexibility, and maybe if you've got a Peloton or similar for Christmas, well, this season's ideal to get going on that as well. If you have a gym membership, you can of course start attending during the winter a bit more and running less. This is something I personally do. Activities such as weightlifting, swimming and fitness classes, all perfect ways to do cross training, while, with the exception of swimming of course, keeping you dry and indoors. Cross training is something we should do all year round, but we can definitely up the volume during the winter months. So there you have it, 3 key topics to keep in mind during the winter. If you like this type of video and want to see how to run in the summer version for example, please let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching all the way through. This one took a lot of time to edit, and to my subscribers, I will see you on the next one.